Hello everyone, today I'm a cute little Shiba Inu. We'll be going through the maths paper for Stella High School Preliminary Examination or SA2, Primary 6 in the year 2019, Paper 2. So let's begin. Question 1. The graph below shows the amount of money Patrick saved from January to May. This is the savings and this is the month. So what's the percentage decrease in the amount of money Patrick saved from February to March? So February is here, which is around 550. This is a midpoint between 500 and 600. And then March is around 200. So we find the decrease first, which is equals to $550 minus $200 gives you $350. Then the percentage decrease equals to the decrease itself, which is $350, divided by the previous month, which is in February, which is $550, and then the fraction multiplied by 100%. This will give you by 550 times 100 will give you 63.64%. That's it. Question 2. Alice and Ben bake a total of 865 cookies. Alice sold 3/5 of her cookies and Ben sold 85 cookies. The number of cookies Alice has left was twice the number of cookies Ben has left. How many cookies has Ben left? Okay, so you can draw the model for sold first. Alice and Ben. Alice sold 3/5. So 3/5 of her cookies, and Ben sold 85. So this is so. So let's say this is 85. Okay. Then left. Okay. So if Alice sold 3/5 of her cookies, that means Alice have 2/5 left. So just nice, this is 3 units. Then left is 2 units. Altogether 5 units. Just nice. Okay, but the question also states Alice has twice the number of cookies than Ben. So Ben has 1 unit here. So there's a total of 865 cookies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 units. So 6 units plus this 85 will give you 865. 6 units equals to 865 minus 85. This will give you 780. 1 unit will be equals to 130. This will be how much Ben has left. 130. That's the answer. Question 3. Draw the top and side views of the solid in the grid provided below. So the top view is here. Okay, so let's label this. You can see it is 2, 3, 4. Okay, because this is a front view looking from this view. Your top view, 1 will be here, 2 will be here, 3 will be here, 4 will be here. So the blocks will look like this. Okay, then let's draw the side view. Side view is looking through here, so this is maybe the first block, second block, and third block. Okay, first block is here. The third block is right side of the first block. The second block is on top of the third block. And that's it. There are 800 students in the school. 40% of the students were boys. That means 60% were girls. More boys joined the school and the percentage of boys became 60% of the new total. This means that the girls the number of girls remains the same. How many boys were there in the end? So perhaps let's write out the information here. So boys, girls, and total. And then at the start, and then at the end. We can also write a percent and the actual number, percent and the actual number. Okay, we're gonna move this down a bit. Right. Okay, at first there were 800 students. Our address not here. This is 100%. This is 800. 40% of the students were boys. 40% here. Girls is 60%. It's made out to 100%. So we can find the numbers here first. So numbers means 40% of 800. This will gives you 320. Then 60% of 800 will gives you 480. Okay, so some boys join the school, but we don't know how much. So it's a question mark, but we know the boys became 60%. On the other hand, for girls, we know that the number remained the same. And the percentage should becomes 40%. Because the boy is 60%. So 100 minus 60% gives you 40%. So now we need to find this. So in this case, we know that 40% of the new total gives you 480. Then in order to find 60%, I find 20% first, which is 240. Then 60% you multiply by 3. This will give you 720 boys. Question 5. Stan had 15 pieces of $2 and $5 notes. He exchanged some $2 notes for $5 notes and had an equal number of $2 and $5 notes in the end. How many $5 notes did Stan have in the end? So when the question says that he exchanged some $2 and $5 notes, it's an equal amount or equal value of the notes that's been exchanged. So we know the common multiple of $2 and $5 is actually the lowest common multiple is $10, which is equals to 5 pieces of $2 and also equals to 2 pieces of $5. So the minimum exchange between them is 5 to 2. So we can say that it is one set. Okay. The question also states that an equal number of $2 and $5 notes in the end. So what this means is that the total amount, if there's an equal number, must be even. So it can be split into $2 and $5 notes equally. Okay, so when we look at one set, let's say 15 pieces, and Stan exchange one set, which means he will take away 5 pieces of $2. He'll plus 2 pieces of $5. This will give us 12. So it's even. So this is correct. We can try 2 sets, which is equals to 10 $2 notes and 4 $5 notes. The total number of pieces will be 15 minus 10 plus this 4. This gives you 9. And the total is odd. That means the answer is wrong. So therefore, the total is 12. Okay, then the question asks, how many $5 notes did Stan have in the end? So if it's equal number of $2 and $5, we just use divide by 2. So number of $5 notes equals to the total divided by 2 gives us 6. 6 $5 notes. Question 6. Andy has K stamps. Muthu has 3 times as many as Andy. And James has 8 more than Muthu. So how many stamps do they have altogether? Express your answer in terms of K. So A, Andy has K stamps. Mode 2 has 3 times SN did, so it's 3 times K, which is 3K. James has 8 more stems than mode 2, so mode 2 is 3K plus 8. So all together equals to K plus 3K plus 3K, you get 7K, then plus 8. That's it. They have 7K plus 8 stems. So if K is 12, how many stems do they have all together? So all equals to 7K plus 8. You change the K to 12, which means 7 times 12 plus 8 equals to 84 plus 8 equals to 92. And that's the answer. Alright, question 7. Ethan and Daniel have some marbles. If Ethan gives Daniel 16 marbles, both of them will have an equal number of marbles. So this is the first scenario. Second scenario, if Daniel gives Ethan 9 marbles, the ratio of the number of marbles Ethan has to the number of marbles Daniel has will be 6:1. So this is second scenario. So how many marbles do the two boys have all together? So we look at the first scenario first. So when Ethan, Daniel, so at the end they will have equal. But before they have equal, Ethan gives Daniel 16. So there is a 16. There's a 16. The 16 somewhere here. So what does that mean? It means that from the start, Ethan has 16 plus 16 equals to 32. 32 marbles more than Daniel. Okay, let's write this down. Ethan has 32 more than Daniel. Okay, then we look at the second scenario. So the end result is 6 units to 1 unit. Then that's 6 units. Let's draw a long model. Daniel has 1 unit. Okay, but before they get to this, Daniel gives Ethan 9 marbles. So 9 marbles may be something like that. So this is 9. So the 9 is somewhere around here. Okay. But in the first place, we also know that Ethan has 32 more than Daniel. So comparing the original number of marbles they have at the start, which is here, until here. This is the amount that Daniel gives Ethan. So this is 32. Then looking at the model, we know this is 9. And this part here is also 9 from here. The question also tells us that, or the question asks how many marbles do the two boys have all together. So when we look at the model, this 1, unit 2, unit 3, 4, 5 units. We can find out the value of 5 units, which is equals to 9 plus 32 plus 9. This will give us 50. 1 unit will be 50 divided by 5, will give you 10. And we need to find 7 units, which is equals to 10 times 7 equals to 70. And that's it. Question 8. The figure below is not drawn to scale. A, B, C, D is a rhombus. So that means these 4 sides are equal. And AB is parallel to DC and BC is parallel to AD. BDF, CGF and D, G, E are straight lines. Find angle D, F, G. So this angle here. So we can start to plan. So we can look at to identify this angle, we can use the triangle BFC. So this triangle, because we got this 98, and once we find this angle, we can find this angle. To find this angle, this is part of the rhombus, so we use 68 degrees to find this, and then this, and then this. Okay, so angle ABC equals to this angle here, equals to 180 degrees, minus 68 degrees equals to 112 degrees. So in the rhombus, these two angles add up to 180 degrees. Then for angle DBC, because it's cutting the angles in half, we use 112 degrees divided by 2 to give us 56 degrees. Okay, so this is 56. So you look at triangle FBC. This angle plus 98 plus 56 give you 180 degrees. So that means angle DFG, the angle that we're trying to find, with the angles in triangle, which is 180 degrees, minus 98 degree, minus 56 degree. This will give you 26 degree. Question 9. The figure is made out of 3 identical triangles. The area of the figure is 140 cm square. Find the area of the shaded portion, which is in the center. The area of 140 cm square is not 3 times the triangles because of the overlapping portions. 140 cm square refers to the unshaded portion here, 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 plus this triangle. So we can try to visualize by separating the 3 triangles out. For example, this is the top left triangle. This is the shade center points here. This is the top right triangle, overlapping triangle here, and the bottom triangle. The overlapping will be here. Okay. Now, because of the overlapping portion, the 140 cm square will only refers to this part, this part, this part, and then one shaded triangle here. These two are mixed up. So what we can do is we can find the area of 3 triangles first. So one triangle will gives you half the base, which is 12, times height, which is 10. This will gives you 60 cm square. 3 triangles will gives you 60 times 380 cm square. 180 cm square will be 3 triangles here. And comparing 180 to 140, the difference will give you the shaded triangles. So 2 shaded triangles equals to, or portion because the question state portion, 2 shaded portion equals to 180 minus 140 gives you 40 cm square. So one shaded portion will give you 40 divided by 2, 20 cm square. That's it. Question 10. Tom and Jerry ran along a 3 kilometers path around the reservoir. So the total distance around the reservoir is 3 kilometers. They started at the same time, the same point at 7:30 a.m., opposite directions. So we can see a reservoir, probably a circle, and this is the start. Let's say Tom runs this way, then Jerry runs this way. They started at 7:30 a.m. Both of them did not change their speeds throughout the run. They passed each other at 7:40 a.m. Let's say they meet here. 7:40 a.m. and Tom was running at the speed of 180 meters per minute. So what was Jerry's running speed? Leave your answer in meters per minute. Okay, recall that the whole distance here is going to be 3 kilometers. So when they meet here, that means the distance traveled by Tom and the distance traveled by Jerry equals to 3 kilometers. So with the speed, and we can find the time, we can find the distance traveled by Tom. Then using the total distance minus the distance traveled by Tom, we can find the distance traveled by Jerry, and subsequently the running speed of Jerry. So okay, let's start. So from 7:30 a.m. to 7:40 a.m. it's 10 minutes. Then we look at Tom first. Tom for distance would be equals to speed times time. Speed is 180 meters per minute times time, which is 10, gives you 1,800 meters. Then for Jerry, the distance will be equals to, so Tom covers 1,008. The whole thing is 3 kilometers or 3,000. That means this will be the distance traveled by Jerry. 3,000, 3 kilometers minus of 1,008 gives you 1,002 meters. Then for speed, we know at this point of time, Jerry also traveled the same amount of time, which is 10 minutes. So speed equals to distance divided by time. So distance 1,002 divided by time, which is 10. This gives us 120 meters per minute. And that's the answer. Question 11. A tank measuring 45 cm by 20 cm by 60 cm, which is this big tank here, is 1/4 filled with water. So this is 1/4. Water is flowing from tap A in at 9 liters per minute, and water is draining from tap B at 6 liters per minute. The water in, water out. Both taps were turned on at the same time. How long will it take to fill the tank completely with water? So the rate of water going in is equals to the in part, which is 9 liter, minus 6 liter equals to 3 liter per minute. So overall, water is going in at 3 liters per minute. Then we need to know what's the volume that is needed to be filled by the water. It's filled 1/4 already, so we need to fill the remaining 3/4 up. So we can find the volume of the tank first, which is equals to the length times breadth times height for 45 times 20 times 60. 45 times 20 times 60, that will give us 54,000 cm cubed. Okay, then what's left for the tank to fill is 3/4. So 3/4 tank equals to 3/4 multiplied by the volume, 54,000, equals to 4,500 cm cubed. So this is the volume to fill at a rate at 3 liters per minute. So time 3 liters or 3,000 cm cubed will be equals to 1 minute. So the remaining volume, 40,500 cm cubed, will be equals to 13.5 minutes. That's it. Okay, question 12 of our first 4 marks question. Ali and Mike went shopping together with a sum of $300. Ali spent twice. This is our first clue. Ali spent twice as much as Mike. The amount of money Mike had left was 36 more than what he had spent. This is our second clue. Ali had twice as much money left as Mike. The third clue. How much did Mike have at first? Okay, we can separate the models into spend and left. So let's draw the spend first. Spend. Ali have twice. Okay. Then Mike have 1 unit. Okay, we draw this way because I'm gonna draw the left here. So the left. So the amount of money Mike had left was 36 more than what he had spent. So this is 1 unit. Then you add a little something. Okay, let me color it here. Draw a little box. Say this is 36. And just color. Okay. And then Ali had twice as much money left as Mike. So which is, okay, let's do the separation. This is what Mike have left. So Ali have twice, which means it's one, this, another one. And within each of these big blocks, there is a orange block, small orange block, which is $36. And then we know overall, everything, let me use a blue, everything it's $300. How many units can we see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 units plus 3 orange box, which of 36 each. So 6 units plus 36 times 3, the 3 orange blocks, gives you a total of $300. We're trying to find how much Mike have at first, which is this big area. So let's find 6 units first. It will be equals to $300 minus this 36 times 3. So give us $192. 1 unit will give us $32. 2 units will give us $64. So Mike at first will be 2 units plus 36 equals to $100. And that's it, we finish our first 4 marks question. Okay, question 13. Sharon makes some donuts to sell. 3/4 of them were chocolate donuts and the remaining were strawberry donuts, which means strawberry donuts is 1/4. After selling 5/6 of the chocolate donuts, 5/6 of this 3/4, and 210 strawberry donuts, she had 1/5 of the donuts left. How many donuts did she sell? Okay, we can draw a table with the information. Say the starts. Let's start the chocolate donuts, strawberry donuts, and total. So 3/4 and 1/4 of the strawberry. Total is just 4/4. Then sold. So 5/6 of the chocolate donuts were sold. So 5/6 of the 3/4. This will give us 5/8. So 5/8 of all the donuts were sold. 210 strawberry were sold. Then left, we know it's left with 1/5. So for chocolate donuts, we know that starting they are 3/4. So 5/8. So left is 3/4 minus 5/8. You will get change both to the same denominator. You will get 1/8 left. So you know that at the end there's 1/5 left. and 1/8 is chocolate. That means the strawberry is 1/5 minus 1/8 over here. This will change to the same denominator. Which is 40 equals to 3/40. So in the question, the only numbers they gave was the strawberry, 210. So for 1/4 to 3/40, the change is 210. So that means 1/4 minus 3/40 gives you 210. So change both to the same denominator. Minus 340 equals to 7/40 equals to 210. So we need to find donuts, all the donuts that she sold. So 210 you know already. You need to know 5/8. So 5/8 is equals to 25/40. So we know that 7/40 is 210. 1/40 is 30. And 25/40 gives me 750. So will be 750. This is the chocolate plus the strawberry will give me 960. That's it. Question 14. The figure below is not drawn to scale. ABC is equilateral, and DEF is also equilateral. Equilateral means the angles inside the triangles are 60 degrees. GH is a straight line, ACG 42, EFH 67. We need to find EKJ, which is here. So one way we can do this is we can find this angle here, which is in the same line as this angle. In order to find this, we need to find this. This we know already, which is 60, because it's part of the equilateral triangle. So that means we need to find this, which is the same as this. And in order to find this, we need to find this and this. Okay, we know this is 60 because of equilateral triangle. This is also 60 degrees because this is equilateral triangle. So basically we have found a solution. So let's work out. So let's find this angle first. So angle KCF equals to 180 degrees minus 42 degrees minus 60 degrees. This will give me 78 degrees. So it's digits here. Then we can find this angle here. Angle JFC equals to 180 degrees minus 67 degrees minus 60 degrees will give me 53 degrees. Okay, then we can now find angle CJF, this angle here, which is the same as this angle, equals to angles in a triangle, 180 degrees, you minus off this one, which is 78 degrees, you minus off this one, which is 53 degrees, you will get 49 degrees. And CJF is equals to angle DJK. DJK. Alright, so you know this is 49 degrees, this is 60 degrees, you will find this. So angle JKD equals to 180 degrees minus 60 degrees minus 49 degrees, you will get 71 degrees. Then our answer EKJ equals to 180 degrees minus 71 degrees gives me 109 degrees. Or you can use 60 plus 49 will give you 109 degrees also. Okay, that's it for this question. Question 15. Okay, identical wall tiles are laid in a pattern as shown below. 5 rows of tiles are formed. Row 1 has 1, row 2 has 2, row 3 has 3, and so on and so forth. Taking pi equals 22/7. Question 8, find the area of one tile. So one tile is this. Okay, let's examine the tile. So the tile is made out of a semicircle, like here, and then this part, which is like a leftover from a quadrant, leftover from a quadrant. So if you see it carefully, you can see that it actually forms into a nice rectangle. So, like this part goes into here, and then this part goes into here. So essentially, the area of one tile is basically just one rectangle with a semicircle. Okay, that's a bit ugly. Let me try to draw it nicely. Okay, this is the best I can do. And yep, let's just label it. Da, 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 da. Okay, and we know that this is 14, and this is half of 14, which is 7. Okay, so the area of one tile will be equals to just 14 multiplied by 7 will give me 98 cm square. Now part B. Find the total area covered by 5 rows of tiles that were formed. So we need to find the number of tiles. Number of tiles be equals to row 1 has 1 plus 2 plus 3, 4th row, 5th row. So we have 3, 6, 10, 15, 15 tiles. So 15 tiles be equals to 98. Area of one tile multiplied by 15. That will give me 98 times 15, 1470 cm squared. That's the answer. Question 16. Jane, Ken, and Leo, 3% decided to contribute some money to buy a present for their mother. Jane agreed to contribute 30% of the cost, while Ken agreed to pay 40% of the remaining. So the remaining, this remaining refers to the 70%. So 40% of 70%. The rest of the price of the present will be paid by Leon, which is 60% of 70%. However, on the shopping day, they realized the price of the item had increased by 25%, but this percentage proportion stayed the same, and Jane paid $36 for her share in the end. What was the original price of the present? Okay. Alright, okay, we can draw a table. Jane, Ken, Leo. So the start, or rather the original price, JKL, total is 100%. Okay, Jane is 30%, and Ken is 40% of the remaining. So the remaining is 70%. So 40% of 70%, we can calculate that out. 40% of 70%, which means 40% times 70% gives us 28%. Okay, Leon is 60% of 70%. This will give us 42%. You can check 30% plus 28 is 58%. 58 plus 42% is 100%. Alright. Then the actual price. So it's 25%. So increase by 25%. So it should be 125% in the end for the actual price. Jane paid $36. So Jane wants to pay 30% of the cost. So we can use this as find the actual percentage of this that she paid. So the percentage of 125% is 30%. So we want to find what is the percentage of the original price they thought the item was. So it's 30%. of 125%, the due price. So Jane actually paid, so 37.5% of the starting price, and this is equals to $36. So 37.5% gives me $36. 100% is the original price. This will be equals to 36 divided by 37.5 times 100. $96. So that is the original price. Then B. So how much did Leon have to pay for the present in the end? Okay, so the new price, you find the new price is actually $96 multiplied by 105% because of the increase of 25%. This give us $120. So Leon is supposed to pay 42% of the present. So Leon equals to $120 times 42%. This will give us $50.40. Alright, last question. Question 17. Shop owner sold 3 times as many shirts as dresses last month. The total amount was $1,980. Collected $720 more from the sale of the shirts than from the sale of the dresses. The dress costs $12 more than the shirt. Find the cost of the dress. So look at the number of shirts and dresses first. So the number, actual number. So shirts, dresses. No, shirt is 3 units. And dress is 1 unit. And there are no more information given about the number in the question. So we move on, then we look at the actual amount of money collected. So from the sales of the shirt, the dresses, shirt has more than the dress by $720, which is from here. Then the total amount is $1,980. Okay, so we use this, and we use this. So from this model, we can, this unit and this unit is the same. We can find the value of money for each unit. So 2 units equals to 1980 total minus of the difference 720. This will give us 1260. 1 unit will give us 630. This is the dress. Then for the, we can find the shirt, which is 1 unit plus the 720 will give us $1,050. Okay, then we use this information, we go back to the first model that we draw. So we know the dress is now $630. We know the shirt is $1,350. And the clue that we didn't use is this: the dress costs $12 more than the shirt. So we need to compare the price between 1 unit of shirt and 1 unit of dress. But now we don't have that. Now we have 3 units of shirt. So we need to go down to 1 unit of shirt. So 3 units of shirt gives us $1,350. 1 unit of shirt, this will give us 1350 divided by 3 is 450. Yep. So let's illustrate this on the graph model. This is 450. $450. 50. Okay. Then we can compare this unit and this unit. So the difference between one unit of shirt and one unit of dress would be equals to 630 minus of 450. This will be equals to $180. So the difference between one dress and one shirt is $12. So the number of shirt or dress in one unit equals to $180 divided by that's the overall difference. We divide by the money for one difference. This will be equals to 15. Okay, so if one unit of shirt in one unit 15, or rather one unit is 15, that means the dress is also 15. So 15 dress cost us $630. One dress will cost us $630 divided by 15, which is $42. And that's it. We have completed the paper. Alright, we have come to the end of this maths paper. If you have any more questions, you can comment below, or you can go to my website at sgprimarymaths.com. See you. So you know